Hi, welcome to my history and development of cognitive psychology video. So what is cognitive psychology? Psychology is the study of the mind. Cognitive psychology is about relating to human emotions in various fields such as journalism, healthcare, filmmaking, and education. Cognitive psychology is all about interacting with young children and how they behave. Studies can be done through neural imaging or simply collecting data. So this is a dialogue that is very important to cognitive psychology. Basically, this dialogue here requires a lot of cognitive skills. Jacob and Janet have to be aware of each other on the basic level. Their sensory systems detect each other, and their brains work on the raw to perceive or interpret incoming information. They also must concentrate on each other, which results in being less attentive to sights and sounds around their environment. Janet stores the locker information in her short-term memory, and she maintains it by saying it over and over again. She gets the ball and redirects her attention to choosing teams for the football game. Jacob does not need to rehearse the information because his locker information combination is already stored in his long-term memory. And meta memory, which is understanding the attributes of one's own memory, is demonstrated by Janet rehearsing the locker combination. So the importance of cognitive psychology is that cognitive scientists are concerned with mental processes, but more interested with establishing fundamental principles that can be applied by humans or machines, aka AI. Research is primarily dependent on computer models rather than experimentation with humans. With the betterment of technology, we are closer and closer to answering questions regarding human cognition. So more on importance, the basic mechanisms governing human thought are important in understanding the types of behavior studied by other social sciences. An appreciation to how humans think is important in understanding why certain thought malfunctions occur, how people behave with each other, individuals or with groups, how economic decisions are made, and why natural languages have certain features. So going to the history, in Western civilization, interest in human cognition can be traced to the ancient Greeks. Plato and Aristotle speculated about memory and thought. This led to people believing in empiricism, which is that knowledge comes from experience, or innatism, which is that children come into the world with innate knowledge. Psychology in Germany. Wundt started cognitive psychology in 1879, and he focused on asking intentional questions called introspection. Wundt believed that intense self-inspection would bring about thoughts that are not in the conscious mind. The problem is that people would give indescribable conscious experiences. This sparked the debate that imageless thoughts, whether conscious experience, could be devoid of concrete thought. Introspection in America was not accepted as easily as in Germany. Introspection in America was a lot simpler. It was sitting them down on a chair and having casual talk rather than an intense and analytic talk. Edward Thorndike was interested in basic questions with having effects of reward and punishment on the rate of learning. His experiments were done not with humans, but with animals such as cats. And then the cognitive revolution took place in 2 decades between 1950 to 1970, which overthrew behaviorism. The first was research on human performance, such as training soldiers to use equipment and the breakdown of attention under stress. Donald Broadbent integrated human performance into a practice called information theory, which is abstracting the processing of information. The second is AI. Going deeper into the information processing approach, they moved on to using AI to get computers to behave intelligently. Observing how we analyze intelligent behavior has freed us from our inhibitions and misconceptions on our own intelligence. And lastly, linguistics. Noam Chomsky, a linguist, developed a new mode of analyzing the structure of language. He believes that language is more complex than we have known before. And here are my references, and thank you for watching.